People say, oh, how I wish I could get peace of mind. Then you never will. Because there is no you to get peace of mind. There is only realizing there is no me. And that's peace of mind. Why? Because when you have a problem, who has the problem? Me. If you have worries, who has the worries? Me. When you're hurt, who's hurt? Me. When you defend yourself, protect yourself, who are you protecting? Defending? Me. If there is no me, which there isn't, it's just an idea, then you're free, then you're loving, then you're happy, then you're at peace. Automatically. Those things were not achieved. They are the very emptiness or space or container or spirit that is called you. You see? So yeah, you exist, of course. You exist, you know. This body, mind, you exist as a unique expression of this totality of life. But essentially, just like the waves exist, but they are the ocean. We exist, but we are life. One life. Okay? So now the question is, how does this now that we're talking about dispel the experiencer?
Because the now is everything. And the experiencer would be the object. And there is no object.
Beautiful. Yes, yes.
You're behind the object.
Yes. Subject and object. Hey, you really got that, eh? That's sweet. Yeah. Wonderful. Subject and object. We go back to that. You are the subject. That is so beautiful. You are the subject. And the subject, some people say, yeah, I hear all this, but I don't feel it. You can never feel it because you're the subject. The subject can never feel the feeling. Why? Because if you try to feel it, you make it into an object. Oh, here it is, I want to make it into an object so I can look at it. And then you create duality. You create separation. The one who is looking, remember, the one who is seeing now, the one who is experiencing, you see, is it. You are it. There is no experiencer, there is no doer, they're just it, playing all the roles. That is so peace-giving. If we understand that, that's peace. You see? And when you begin to totally understand it, you begin to trust it. And you can trust it, just like a child can trust its parents. Loving parents, that is. We can trust it, because it never makes a mistake. It cannot make a mistake. And when life seems to make a mistake, it is only because we relied on our past. Past conditioning, past experiences, past events, that we are a result of that. You see? We are not the summation of our experiences, which psychology says we are. But of course it's dealing with ego. Okay? But in truth, you are not a product. In truth, you are life itself, experiencing, you see. To experience something fully means there is no experiencer. I'm repeating this because this is so important about the experiencer until we get it. Until we get it fully. To experience something fully means there is no experiencer. How? I mean, if right now you say, oh, I'm feeling a stomachache. I just come up with that now. Okay, let's say you're feeling a stomachache. And then you might say, well, how am I not an experiencer of the stomachache? What does it mean? What are we meaning by it, not an experiencer?
You're not the pain.
Hmm?
You're not the pain. The body is the pain.
Okay, well, we can say it that way.
You don't try and change the pain, you just observe the pain.
Yes, you observe the pain, and anything that you think the pain is, that's the experiencer. So therefore, anything that you make up about the pain, or any ideas about the pain, or any concepts about the pain, are simply they're coming from concepts, they're coming from ideas from the past because of a fear or whatever, right? But if you allow it, you'll find even the dynamic aspect of discomfort, it changes, it shifts. It might still be there as a discomfort, but it's not controlling you. You see? That's what we mean by no experiencer. When we mean no experiencer, there is still the experience of discomfort. But there's no experiencer, because the experiencer, which is worried about the pain, which is how to overcome it, how am I going to fix it, oh my God, what's going to happen, how will I act through this, is gone. Because the experiencer exists in the past, the experience is the now, is the present. And there cannot be two. You see? Okay. Isn't this interesting? What is the great fear of now?
Loss of control. That we cease to
Disappearing, isn't it? That's the great fear of now. See, in truth, there is no person. Really, there is no person. There is no you. There's just life appearing through this body-mind organism. Life is peering through you, the emptiness looking through you, the spirit looking through you. You see? But what happens is that since you don't know that, and you really think you're a person, and you've built up, you've invested your whole life into this body-mind organism, the accomplishments, ideas, experiences, and everything else you put into it, now there is, when somebody tells you there is no you, there's a shock, and it becomes a great fear. You see? And throughout history, and I've had many people say to me, Burt, I had an experience and it's terrifying. I experienced as if I'm going to die, or I've experienced a great void. I felt like I'm going to fall into an abyss, or I felt that nothing is real and I got so scared. What are these experiences? The experience of truth. They are the experience of truth. But the personality, the mind, has turned them into terrifying experiences because it is seeing itself drowning, when in truth there is no you who drowns. There is only life experiencing itself. So when we allow that experience, it becomes just space, a presence, and that presence is always love.